Welcome to Spiritism Explored and Explained, where we take you on a journey of discovery of the other side, the spirit realm, the universe from which you came and shall return. What does immortality mean? We hear the word immortality and immediately think we can live forever. But how long and what is forever? The subject was discussed in the book Memoirs of a Suicide by the medium Yvonne A. Pierre. A high-level spirit tells us what immortality means. Yvonne Pierre psychographed the book Memoirs of the Suicide was published in 1955 with the help of two spirits. The first is Camilo Candido Botelho. His real name is Camilo Castelo Branco, a Portuguese writer who committed suicide on June 1st, 1890. He wrote 58 books and was known as the Portuguese Balzac. His eyesight was failing, and he decided he didn't want to live any longer without sight. The other spirit is Leon Denis, who was one of the leading apostles of Spiritism after the passing of Allan Kardec. Leon Denis died in 1927. In Yvonne Pierre's preface, she mentions that she had been writing the book since 1926 in communication with the deceased suicide Camilo. Therefore, Leon Denis, who had died in 1927, was put to work rather rapidly to assist Yvonne to organize and edit her work. Already I've explained one aspect of immortality to you. There is always time to work. The spirit author, Camilo, spent some time in the lower zone, a very unpleasant episode, and when his intended lifespan completed, he was picked up and taken to the Mary of Nazareth Hospital. The entire complex was controlled by the Mother of Jesus and was dedicated to suicides. Camilo endured a lengthy process to recover from his desperate act. As part of his recovery, he and the group he was recovering with was able to speak with knowledgeable spirits about the very aspects of their life. This learned instructor told the assembled group this: "O humankind, creatures forged from the radiant breath of the divine focal point, remember that you are immortal. Ponder everything you see, touch, and possess, the achievements that promote pride within you, the vanities that flatter your selfishness, the mad passions that debase your character and compromise your future, the fictitious worldly glories that cajole your conceit, enslaving you to materiality. All of this is doomed to pass away, to vanish one day, destroyed by the implacable fires of reality and submerged in the forgetfulness of untenable things that cannot last in the bosom of a perfect creation." Well, that exactly covered my dreams and aspirations. One more reason to rent instead of owning a home. We live our lives thinking of the weekend to come, the next month when we get our bonus, of the joy when we pick up a new car. All for what? The excitement of a moment, or one more toy to add to our stable? All will degrade into dust, and we are the only trace left. Our immortal spirit, our aura of energy will still exist, while whatever possessions we attempted to accumulate throughout the eons are left like stranded vessels. So wait, it gets better. The lecturer is just warming up. He has only reminded us of the futility of keepsakes, of cherishing anything but our own spirit and our capacity to love and to be charitable to others. This is what he says next. "Remember the sun, which you have been born and reborn so many times in the earth, giving you life, guiding and warming your steps, smiling at your victories as a progressing spirit, watching over your health and protecting you throughout the millennia, and collaborating with you in the struggles necessary for your education as a divine heir. All of them too shall pass away and die, to be replaced by new and better versions, which in turn will undergo the same fate. You, however, shall never pass away. You shall behold the successions of the eons, like the one who created you and made you eternal like himself, endowed you with the essence of the life that comes from him, and from whose bosom you have come forth." What is he saying? He is saying that we shall outlive the sun and all of his successors. I believe that quite a few of us have thought about living as long as the sun, which according to Google and Bing will last about another 5 billion years, after which it will turn into a red giant. My thoughts of infinite life has always revolved around my own planet, but we shall see Earth grow cold and die one day. The entire solar system will turn into a giant freezer. What happens then? What planet will we be sent to? One day, the total energy of the universe shall be also totally expended. Will we outlive this universe and one day be transferred to another? Being immortal is certainly giving me more questions than answers. The lecture closes with these words of wisdom. Therefore take heed, O humankind, because your rights of filiation have destined you for divine glory in the bosom of eternity. You cannot evade the effort required of you for your evolution, the ascension that is proper to your very nature, so that you may reach the realm from which you descended. On that long imperative road ahead of you, the more you infringe the principles that determine the harmonious scale of your ascent, the more you will suffer the effects of the dissonance you have created by breaking the law you are subject to as a creature of a perfect being. Hence, we all know the course of our life. It is one of eternal learning, with hopeful plenty of interludes of amusement and wonderment about the multitude variations that present themselves to us in this universe. While we may occasionally veer off course, be thankful that you shall have plenty of time for make-up classes, for that is the meaning of immortality. To learn more, read my series of 3 books, Heaven and Below, which will tell you about the earth, the realms around us, around the earth. Spirits and the Spirit Universe, Book 2, which will tell you about the spirits, your capabilities, your power as a spirit. And then my 3rd book, How the Spirit World Guides Us. Then my 3rd book, How We Are Guided by Spirits, which will tell you how your life is planned out, how you are helped by spirits, how your choices are actually made, and how you too can look at the signs and signals of your life and determine the best course of action. Lastly, read my book, How to Live, Inner Peace Through Spiritism. Will tell you how to look at your life, since you are immortal, and this physical life you have here on earth is just one small interlude in an eternity of time. Look at your life from the 50,000-foot level and read my book, How to Live, Inner Peace Through Spiritism, so you can understand how the spirit world wants us to learn and study and interact with others, so we too can ascend to a higher and higher levels of heaven. God bless you.